everyone, it's Colleen Gallagher here. I'm super excited. It's Wednesday. We are halfway through the week, which is so exciting and delightful. I had a beautiful night last night. I hung out with one of my girlfriends and she came over and we had some guacamole and we had some hummus and we had some carrots and I made us a smoothie, and this made me really happy and really delighted and really just lit up. So I wanted to come on today because I wanted to talk about spirituality and money. How can you be a spiritual person and how can you still be like, well, I want to make a career and I want to make money and I want to be financially free and I want to be liberated. So first, before I get into that, my name is Colleen Gallagher. If you've never been introduced to me, hello, say hi, let me know that you're tuning in. If you're watching the replay, please say #replay. I really believe in these platforms as a tool of connectivity. So if you don't say hello, if you don't comment, if you don't engage, I don't know that you're here. And that makes me really sad. And that makes me really like, why do I not know who's watching? So anyway, before we get into this, before we get into this, I wanted to kind of preface it with a story. So just like you, probably there was a point in my life when I knew that I was meant for more. You can call it awakening, you can call it enlightenment, you can call it energy. You just knew that there was more to this life than what was being presented to you on the media, on the news, and whatever that it is. You just knew there was more. There was more to this life. There was more to experience. And you felt it and you felt it and you knew it and you felt it and you wanted to keep just knowing there was more. And there came a point in your life when maybe now, maybe in this moment, when you go, but I know that there's more to life. I have this amazing life. I have this incredible life. I'm making money, but I'm not making money doing what I love. I'm not waking up every day doing what I love, impacting people, being the change that I want to be in the world, being the difference I want to see. I'm not having the relationships that are fulfilling. I'm not having the experiences that are fulfilling to me. I'm kind of just doing my life day in and day out and mundanely living it. Well, this was me for a long time because I want to share. So I was born and bred, if you're anything like me, where I had two parents who were attorneys. And I was basically shared, that you would, I was born and bred to basically you go to college. From your college, you then get a job. From that job, you work at it, maybe you get a few promotions, and then you save in your 401k, and then you retire, right? This is what I learned, how to work really hard and do that so that way, hello, beautiful, how to work really hard so that once you work really hard and you do this for years at a time and you save your money, then you can go off and travel the world. Then you can go off and enjoy your life. But there was something inside of me that was you know what? I want to travel the world while I make money. I want to know that I can travel and I can make money. I want to know that I can live anywhere in the world doing anything that I want and I can make money. And this also felt really challenging. So I was well, I also have this really deeply spiritual side of me that I feel God gave me a reason to be here. And, I feel it's wrong if you're charging people, if you're sharing spiritual wisdom, if you're sharing new age wisdom, if you're talking about God, how can you charge for the wisdom of God? How can you charge people money for helping them if you're doing therapy or psychology? How could you do that? You're helping people that are in need. You can't just charge them money. They're in need. And I had this really weird idea about helping people meant you couldn't charge people. And then I had this really interesting paradigm shift where I went to Thrive, which is a conference. If you don't follow Cole and Sonia Hatter, I definitely recommend following them. And I went to this business event. And in this business conference, there was a billionaire who said something that really changed my mind, and I want to share it here. What he said to me, or what he said to the whole audience, but I feel it was directly, is he said, all a business is solving a person's problem. If you're solving one person's problem, that's worth, $5 or 20 cents or whatever that it is. If you're influencing 20 people's problems, now you're making more money. And he was the more people that you impact, the more people's problems you're solving, the more money you're going to make. And he was what's more spiritual than solving people's problems? Don't you want to be someone who's out there being a light and being a pillar and being an advocate for people to solve their problems, to get ahead, to be lifted up in life, for you to be the reason that someone could become more self-reliant, become more self-resilient? And as I said this, I was oh my God, he's so right. And there was something that I had to do. I had to change my paradigm with money. I did change my paradigm with believing that I didn't just have to work a job every day for the rest of my life to then save when I'm in my 40s and 50s to then travel the world, to get 2 weeks to 4 weeks of vacation a year. I could have a life where every day felt like a vacation. I could have a life where every day I could work 2 to 4 hours a day and I could create an amazing, incredible income, and I could create an impact, and I could create leverage, and I could create a sustainable brand. And so as I began to do this, I began to have something really funny happen, where I began to change my relationship with money, where instead of being afraid to maybe go $200,000 in debt, or to invest $200,000 maybe in a mortgage for passive income, or to invest in another product that I might be doing that's, $10,000 or $5,000 that I'm going to have for the rest of my life, I started looking at money as this way of leverage, of what could I do to invest money so I could get a return on my investment? What could I do to leverage money as a spiritual being, to learn about how I could share my wisdom, learn about how I could share what I meant to do, and then receive money from it and impact people. And when I began to do this, my life really began to shift, because I changed my relationship with money. I began to realize that as I became more spiritual, as I realized that I could help more people, as I realized that I became more connected, more in tune with the truth of who I am, my destiny, my purpose, my calling, as I became more in alignment with this, I realized that you could make more money. And so I just wanted to come on and I wanted to share with you that you don't have to suffer being a spiritual person, being a magical person, having magical gifts like Reiki, or having magical gifts like emotional mastery, communication mastery, beauty, if it's beauty products, or if it's motivating people, or if it's healing people, or if it's offering people into wellness. It's taking people on experiences that transform them, to remind them who they are, to remember who they are. That each of these, sometimes your job is just to be a messenger. Sometimes your job in your career is to be a person that's here to activate others through your expression, through your art, through your creativity. And so I have my 4-week course, which is called Change Your Relationship with Money, where it's 4 weeks where I dive deep into how to support you as a spiritual overachiever, someone who knows you're here to do incredible things, big things, amazing things, how you can begin to create an incredible life, and how you can begin to change your relationship with money, so that you see that you can be who you are, you can be your own brand, you can share the messages coming through you, and you know how to make money doing it. You know how to share it in an artful and a craftful way, in a strategic way that lets you receive people that you're here to receive. I call them your soulmate clients, or your soulmate tribe, or your soulmate community. And from that soulmate community, from that soulmate tribe, from that soulmate group, you're able to leave a legacy. You're starting a movement on whatever your message is. So if this feels like you know that you are here to share a message. You know that you are a spiritual being, an energetic being that is here to do massive things in this world, but you're struggling with how to change your relationship with money. You're struggling with, how do I feel okay to charge for this? You're like, well, I have enough money. I don't need to charge for it. I already have enough money in the bank. I have enough savings. I have enough whatever. Like, money isn't the issue. I just want to help people. But you can't be a spiritual person and not charge for your services. It doesn't energetically align. It doesn't energetically go, because that's on a journey of self-worth and self-validation and like what you value yourself off of. So anyway, I hope that you're doing amazing. I wanted to come on and share this wisdom. I hope that it serves you. And if this is for you, the sale is on special till Friday. So all you need to do is message me or comment below, Change Your Relationship with Money. I'll send you the details to enroll. And I can't wait for you to be the next magical overachiever that has an incredible life, that has a beautiful experience with money, that gets to live a fulfilling life, that gets to make multiple 6 figures a year online, that gets to impact thousands of people a year, that gets to travel, that gets to have fans who love what you do, people who love what you share, people who are transformed by what you do. So I love you. Message me, Change Your Relationship with Money, and I can't wait for you to be the next one.